right, so y'all want to get to the reason shit?
Yeah, man.
So Reason was recently on a podcast. The clip. I'll base this off of the clip that we've all seen and talked about. Reason has a new project coming out, right? August 11th. Last week, Reason put out a song with Ninth Wonder. Sounds amazing. But it was
'Cause I'm hurt, yo.
He gets on a podcast. At some point, he's explaining about not being able to get some of his label mates to do songs. But he also was, he presented fault in himself. He was like, the consistency. The reason that he's inconsistent is because he cannot release songs. His label won't allow him to release songs. So that's what the inconsistency in his career has been. Then the podcast gets a call from Musa, which is the Top Dog president. I'm gonna give a sidebar. I did not know he was the Top Dog president. To my understanding, Punch was the Top Dog president.
He left years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's still no. He's still there.
But he stepped down from being president.
Okay, all right, yeah. I know he focuses on
his
SZA,
and
his music.
A
lot of the times he'll put music up and he'll say, "I delete it later." Punch is a good rapper,
right?
A really good rapper. We've had a Punch conversation.
Yep. I've never heard any Punch music.
You gotta follow him,
rare.
bro.
It's rare, but he's I was surprised.
I didn't know he can rap. I always hear about him rapping, but I never heard him rap.
Yeah, if you catch it, you'll be surprised.
You wanna know what's funny? When I heard. So, I don't know if y'all remember Smack DVD, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I heard, I'm like, nah, there's no way, yo. I thought he was, because they said he rapped too, so I thought he was the nigga Punch from Smack DVD.
Okay, I remember that.
Punch was terrible.
Yeah, but so pretty much Musa, which I find out is Top Dog's son. He's Top Dog's son. He comes on the podcast via phone, calls in, and he says, talking to the two hosts, can you name, 5 Reason songs? Mm-hmm. And neither one of them can.
Right.
And then he further it by saying, you on a podcast with niggas that don't even know your music.
Good point.
It was cringing.
And then you called him a substitute teacher.
Yeah, he said Dave Free didn't want us to sign you. He said that you was a substitute teacher. Now, it's a lot wrong with that. What is y'all take on this?
That's how they move over there, though. They almost did the same shit, kinda a little bit with SZA. Not that rude, but like that's how they move over there. Besides with Kendrick, that's probably why that nigga left.
So you saying that's why we rarely get albums from TDE?
Yo, cause they not like niggas think, bruh. They was maybe, but it ain't like that, bruh. It ain't like, I don't feel like DB in the chat said he need to go to
Dreamville.
What the fuck is cold shit again?
Dreamville.
I was about to call them niggas dream chasers.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, they the same niggas without the dysfunction. Cause them niggas, y'all don't really name 5 bar songs. If niggas is fans, but them niggas is the same. They in the same stratosphere playing field to me. Them niggas in the same D League or G League, whatever it is.
I can name you 2 Reason songs.
Okay. And I'm going to name shit that he did with Dreamville. I'm going to be honest. But to your point, Huss, and DB, then I'm going to let you go. I'm sorry about that. To your point, Huss, I don't think Reason and Boss are compatible. Right? I think it's more, and me and DB had talked about this, it's more cause over there. For in comparison to J. Cole and Boss, it would be Kendrick and J. Rock before he got the Grammy.
That's fair.
You feel me? And then JID is Schoolboy Q. and Absol. Absol is a combination of Kaz. Of Kaz and no. Absol is what's the group that's like they said is like Outkast?
Earth Gang.
Earth Gang. That is Absol. DB, stop me if I'm wrong. Are those comparisons?
So far I'm with you.
So
I agree with that.
that right there, and SZA is obviously Ari Lennox.
Yeah.
Ari Lennox. Am I saying her name right? Aria.
So they
Ari
interchangeable.
Lennox.
Ari Lennox. Okay, I bet. My bad. Shout out to DC. PG.
They literally running the same label, bro.
Yes.
Yeah, but they ain't over there complaining about J. Cole shit. And that's what somebody said.
I mean, J. Cole he got a little festival that's gonna get you some bag every year too, so ain't much to complain about.
Yeah.
But all right, I always felt like this, bro. If I'm signed to a label, I don't need all of that, my nigga. I'm gonna figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm good, nigga. You signed to TDE, you signed to Dream. I'm gonna make it, bro. The two of the top 5 niggas is the niggas that run my label or the head or whatever you call it, the whole of my label.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't
Kendrick's gone.
Kendrick and Cole.
I mean, he was there while they was there.
He was.
That shit don't matter now.
According to Reason, Kendrick been gone since before he got there.
How?
Right.
Because you got to think, the album might have dropped on TDE, but he didn't do nothing that says TDE since Damn.
He wasn't signed to them when Damn came out?
Listen.
No, I'm talking about Reason wasn't signed to him when Damn came out.
He had just got signed. Like
got signed.
got signed. Like Flick It Out just came out.
Oh.
Or no, Summer Up, I think. Something.
Regardless, TDE, bro.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
So
that's how I feel
about it. I think, excuse me, I think as a label, if I'm Reason, I would want to get dropped.
Shit, he gonna have to now to get him
And do
fried
what
on the
and go where?
podcast.
And do what?
We've seen rappers get dropped and go back to the lab and get it back out the mud and get bigger. It's not like it can't happen. We got hella success stories of that.
I ain't gonna say hella. We have success stories of it though.
Okay, I mean we do have more than 2.
We have a lot. Man. We got a lot of those.
Would you say we have 10?
We got a good amount.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we got a good amount. I feel like most of them don't work though, and I feel like if my opinion on, like I said on that is the niggas on a real, you get pressed a button label. So if they felt like you was that, they need it anyway. You ain't that, bruh. And no disrespect to Reason because he really can spit, but obviously he ain't that. For where he gonna go and be that?
But you think
he can't be that at Dreamville?
He can be that at Dreamville.
Nah.
Why do you think he can't do that on Dreamville?
Reason could be Reason at Dreamville, bro.
Because he's already pretty much on Dreamville.
What, Hus?
But
as far as they the same type label, anything that he can do, he can do too.
Nah, but they handle the artists differently on Dreamville.
Different.
I hear y'all, yo, but to me, it's 2 artists on them labels that people know about for real. The real fans of me, let's know about the other niggas. But niggas, even we still talking about Reason. We still talking about.
Okay, wait. Go.
Not about his music.
Okay, my bad, DB. Was you about to say something?
No, go ahead, Tim.
All right, so him going to Dreamville presents opportunity to release music.
Yes.
Think about how many. Okay, you don't know. So I'm going to say it as if you don't know. JID has put out a solo Gangsta Girls, multiple albums. Him and Earth Gang had put out an album on a major label together.
3 albums.
3 cause albums.
Okay, I get what y'all saying.
So it's like,
as far as him releasing them, but
we know JID We know JID more than Reason, and I think they came in at the same time, and both of them niggas are phenomenal rappers. And Reason album that they re-released, the one with my shit on there, Bud with me. They got Corrupt. They got I can name 10 Reason songs. That's crazy. That shit with in front of the house. It's the one before it's the very first one got situationships on it. But that album came out in 2018. Jid had like 4 albums since then.
Yeah. And the Gangsta
That's
Girls.
the difference between Dreamville and TDE. I'm sorry I had to drive all the way through the highway.
I respect it. I respect what y'all saying. I get what y'all saying, bro. I definitely, I'm getting what y'all saying. So y'all think that he would just be able to drop more on Dreamville, and that's all that matters.
I honestly think that it calls for it. Like, his fans are calling for the music. The basis of all of this is he's not allowed to release music in the time span that he would like to release music. He said that Musa actually said at one point that so Reason was talking about releasing EPs, and what he said was, how many times did I present y'all different EPs to release? And Musa's response was quality over quantity. And his response back to that was, the same songs that I try to give you on the EP are on this album.
On the album.
So it's like, one, you just shitted on my craft. You pretty much just saying that what I'm giving you ain't shit, right? So that right there, it just presented an issue because this wasn't the platform to do that. But it's very obvious that this conversation has been had multiple times, and that's why it came out. And on top of that, I want to salute Reason of how he handled that, because the very thing that he said was, do you want to have a conversation or do you want to go viral? That is a major difference. Are you trying to do this for clicks or do you want to solve this issue? That was my thing when I was reading it, or I was watching the extended version. It's like an 8-minute version of this conversation, and that's what really I appreciate, the fact that he said that. He said that, and anytime Musa was saying, well, I'm responding to your question. I didn't have any questions. I didn't ask you no questions. So again, do you want to have a conversation or do you want to go viral? He was like, well, I'm answering your statements. That's not a conversation, though. And I understand that. I understood what he was saying, because it's like, bro, I'm an artist and I'm being told pretty much what I'm giving you ain't shit. But then somewhere down the line, I assume as a label, you're going to hit me with the timing, because the same songs I try to present to you in an EP form, I put them all together and created an album.
Same.
But there's nothing in between a week that I knew that Reason was putting out an album, which puts me at a crossroad in the conversation, because Musa was talking about, you have no motion. You have no motion. Ray Vaughn has motion. What's the girl name? Dolce. Dolce has motion. But if I'm telling you I can't release music because of my label, how am I supposed to gain motion? I assume you want me to just pop up at radio stations and stuff like that, because I'm going to be honest, the only time I hear Reason is with Dreamville. Like, that's really and on top of that, that's the only real coverage of where he should be as far as a label being pushed, is something involving Dreamville.
You think they're holding on to him? You think they're holding on to him because he's the last? He's pretty much the last of the Mohicans.
I think they holding on to him because they believe in him, just like J-Rock. What the fuck did J-Rock have? And I'm being respectful as possible. What did J-Rock have prior to being nominated for that Grammy? Think about how much music J-Rock was releasing during that time period that Kendrick took off and he became the face of the label and not J-Rock. During that time period, what was J-Rock really producing that garnered the attention prior to that Black Panther soundtrack?
No. He had that accident. He had the accident. He got fucked up real bad, like a dirt bike or something.
Oh, yeah, okay.
He was down for a minute.
But was he still releasing music?
No.
At all?
No, he almost died. I don't think he did. I think he was out.
So you telling me after the motorcycle accident, he went straight to the Black Panther soundtrack?
No, it was something in between.
All right, then. So that's my thought still stands. In between that time, before the Black Panther soundtrack, what was he doing? And I'm saying that to say that they might be holding on to him because, you know, as a label, they might actually, you know, believe in him. So they might think that, oh, you might be able to come up with something that, you know, garners their attention and you get, because he had songs on that Black Panther soundtrack that were good, that were really good.
Y'all never heard J-Rock Redemption?
Yes.
You didn't like it?
It's decent.
I liked it.
It was decent.
Yeah, Follow Me Home, and then
I remember Redemption. Hold on, what was on Redemption? The Bloodiest. I remember that. Oh, the song with J. Cole.
Is it Worth It? Out of Sight, Out of Mind.
Freestyle's my shit.
East Side Tales. Wow.
What year is this? 2018. 2018. Go to the Black Panther soundtrack. Because if I'm correct, the Black Panther soundtrack came out when? Before or after?
2018.
Same.
They was around the same time-ish.
When did nigga
February. That Redemption album came out after the Black Panther soundtrack. So that's what I'm saying. So go to I'm sorry, and I appreciate this, by the way. Yeah. So that's 2015. So 2015 was the last album that he had out prior to that. 2015. Between 2015 and 2018. What was going on?
I was talking about Redemption was 2018, right?
Yeah, Redemption was 2018.
So Redemption was 2018, June 2018. Black Panther soundtrack was February 2018.
Ooh, this nigga technical as a motherfucker.
That's what I'm saying, bro. But I understand the accident. You can look up the accident.
I think it was between 11 and 15.
It was just the recordings, bro. It's just when they dropped.
What?
Right?
You don't know that though. You no. Be clear. You don't know that. We're going off of when these albums came out and they are promoted. In between that time, you don't know when that album was recorded though.
My bad. Hold on.
We got to go with what we know.
Real quick. We saying, because you just said, I think 2018 was both of them?
2018, February 2018 for Black Panther, June 2018 for Redemption. 2015 was the last solo J-Rock album prior to that.
Okay. So what happened between 15 and 18?
That's what we trying to figure out.
But you know what though, kind of looking at it, that's when all of them fell apart. I mean, Schoolboy Q was getting shot at.
Okay.
Ab Soul, that's when, you know, he was.
Can we not say that right now for where TDE is right now? Who has put out albums on TDE besides SZA and
she had a problem doing that.
Exactly.
And
she was begging Punch to release the album. Yes. We parted. We fucking parted now. We are fucking parted.
That goes back to the point. That's they bag. That's what they do. They said the same shit about SZA damn near.
Yes. Yes. The Punch really said that.
Album dropped. SZA complained for 2 months before it dropped. That's
months. I feel like it was longer than that. I feel like it was a lot longer than 2 months. They pushed their shit back. They didn't even know when Beyonce was coming back. They just like wait till after Beyonce come out.
Yeah.
And on top of that, niggas got to keep in mind that whole label went on a tour that nobody talks about. I don't even know nobody that went, but all of them was a part of it.
Dog, we were supposed to go.
Yes, we supposed to go to Virginia one.
And then that shit disappeared.
But listen, Corey.
Yo.
Listen, Elaine. Listen, this is the difference though. They go on a tour that's unsuccessful because I never knew nobody that went. Nobody knew nobody that went. So it was unsuccessful, right? Dreamville hosts a fucking festival every year and put all they artists on it, and they give them exposure all year. Reason, his biggest complaint is, I don't get to drop music. He would be able to drop every 6 weeks at Dreamville.
Okay, now, I don't want to compare this, but a festival and a tour. I don't know what the success rate of this tour was. I remember promo coming out. I remember them all having jerseys with their names on the back and all that. But all right, let's say it's like a 50 city tour, right? 50 city tour versus
Up and see what it was. I don't think it was that.
TDE on tour. Oh, goddamn, we parting. God damn it.
And I'm gonna tell you why. I know you gonna make a price comparison. What I'm saying is
the championship tour.
Talking about money. I'm talking about exposure.
No. I wasn't even talking about money. I was talking about exposure. In comparison to a 2-day festival and a 50 city tour. But okay. I want to make sure that it was 30 shows. 30 shows. The championship tour. Top Dog Entertainment announced.
What was it?
This is 2018.
Okay.
May 2018 to June. Oh, that's why. It was only 2 months. May 2018 to June 16th, 2018. Top Dog Entertainment announces that their first ever record label tour to promote major releases from 2017 to 2018. Shows. All right, so Vancouver, Auburn, Oakland. They look like regular.
Where they fans is at.
But they're like pavilions and amphitheaters. Oh, they did do Madison Square Garden. Okay. All right. Ooh, this is attendance. There we go. Attendance. 26,000, 12,000, 15,000.
Damn, it's sold out at most of them.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
I think that's the tour that should sell.
Dog, it's crazy because we was straight up talking about going, and then it was like,
yep, Jiffy Lube Live.
Where the hell did the tickets go?
I think for us, I think it was just one of them things kind of like snuck up on us and shit. Life was life and shit.
Yeah, true.
But yeah. But yeah, I mean, long story short, I feel like even DB, you had mentioned him going to Jamila.
Yep.
So you want to expand on that? Why do you feel like he should be over there? Why do you think it would be a good fit for him over there?
I think Reason should go anywhere that would allow him to get exposure and be Reason. I think the more he puts out, the more he'll get feedback from, and I think he'll feed off of it, and continue to get better musically, because I really do think it's a thing of he's not getting the proper opportunities to properly release the music. You can't say he's not talented. He raps his natural ass off. He talk about different shit. I think over at Top Dog, they don't like him. Like they said,
yes.
He's a teacher. Top Dog, the niggas is gang bosses and bloods and all that shit. So here's this nigga rapping, and he a substitute teacher, and that shit, none of that shit sound believable because, nigga, you a substitute teacher. But we gonna give him a shot because the nigga is talented. He can rap. So let's see what he can do.
Sounds like Kanye to me.
Sound like me too. He's just not nowhere near as talented.
He definitely not. But it sounds like Kanye to me.
All of that matter?
What?
All of the other shit you said, DB?
Ooh. Oh, yeah. Oh, go ahead.
What do you mean that?
Like the fact that they feel like they can't do what they doing because of everything you saying. I'm saying he got fans, yeah, but as far as for them to put money behind it, maybe they don't feel like the fans is, you know what I mean?
But all exposure don't cost money, Huss. They don't do nothing. When Reason ain't releasing music, we don't get to hear from Reason. And when they actually...
They paying for the studio time, they, you know what I mean, producers, you know what I mean, they own that.
Right. But they trying to get that money back, though, too.
They don't feel like they can get an ROI. They waste their money, too, return on investment. They don't feel like they can recoup their money. They don't feel like they can get their... I mean, obviously, because they spend it. I agree with y'all niggas. I'm trying to think from they shit, because it's like, regardless, you spending the money on the studio. Maybe they got their own studio, that's all right. But either way, you got to pay for booking, da-da-da-da-da.
He went on to talk about how they support other artists. He said, yo, how many people was at the Schoolboy Q listening session the other day? You remember that parkour?
Yeah, that's Musa talking. He was talking to T-Rail. T-Rail was actually the host of it.
postership.
Yeah, he was like, how
And
many?
10 of us
Yep.
in there. Exactly. Like, damn, yo, like he really just did a number on this man for nothing. Like, and then still trying to hold him hostage.
Mm-hmm.
Drop him.
Yeah, but business. But it then goes back to what Huss said about recoup. But I made the wrong comparison, right? I made the wrong comparison with him and Kanye. It's really him and Wale. He is the same as Wale, and I'm only saying that of going to a label that is known for something other than what you put out in music. And that's it.
And then you get stuck in that rut.
Exactly. So now the complaint is and it's justified, but it's also you knew what you was getting yourself into. You knew what this label produces.
Ace Hood.